Hello and welcome back to Tale of Two Wastelands. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So let's give Dr. Boris Gabe's old food bowl.
Hello, Bottomite. Has it come for hellos? You'll get no such satisfaction from me.
Hellos.
The lobotomite returns. What insidious plan can it have brewing in its horrid mind? What commie anti-American propaganda will it spew?
I have an idea. How about we fluoridate the water in order to reduce dental cavities? What do you think about that? That's pretty diabolical, right?
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while I'm having the most perplexing feelings squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
Sounds like Gabe really loved you.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty's sissy pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range. For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two were hitting me with unexpected force.
Sounds to me like you hurt someone who loved you very much.
As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion. And I wonder why it didn't hit me before, until I saw that memory in your hands. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop. Yes, forgotten. Almost. Yes? I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Bye-bye.
Until next time, then.
Shut up. So, Klein it is.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
I've heard one of the previous visitors spoke to you and asked you some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
You seem like the one in charge.
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Who is Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us. A friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
They consume intelligence?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
What is this place?
This is the think tank, the nerve center of Big Mountain, the greatest research center known to man and to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science, atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
I've heard this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
Ugh. You mean they're not scientists? Why'd you put it in quotes? I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone. I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Can you tell me more about these pylons?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
I have some questions about this brain extraction.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
You said Mobius might have my brain?
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
Mobius set up the Autodoc medical routines, so you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump?
Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The Autodoc is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
My brain would know.
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
What's this Autodoc surgery code?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old Autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence-training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
Unlike the rest of you. Robo-scorpions drain intelligence? How, Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
I've recovered all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Something wrong?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Do you even know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
So the antenna focuses brainwave patterns.
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
And the suit's a cardiac regulator, and the sonic frequency is a spinal vibrator?
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
Yes?
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course, I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Get his what? Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, They can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay, bye.
This one looks pretty tough.
Which part do you think is going to steal my intelligence? How much intelligence do you think they've stolen by now? Do you think it was enough? Okay, so we could go to the Forbidden Zone, and that's an option. But we could also go to Left Field, which we haven't visited yet. And play with the artillery. Well, looks like my boy was here. That's because this is Saturnite. I have also been here. Live artillery shells. Large artillery shells, anyway. Suppose it would be pretty surprising if they were live after all these years. What? Why'd you leave a marker over here, huh? I feel like I ought to be able to discern something from the places where Ulysses left his mark. But I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to discern.
Uh-oh.
What do we got? Mr. Handy?
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Wow, that's a lot of goodies. So that's a big old cannon.
Starting combat. Just
No,
kidding.
Don't be rude. There's a door over there, so there is some inside I can go. And, are these? I think they are. The same guns that we used, at least in the Anchorage simulation, if not the Anchorage reality. Saturnite. Why do you suppose you'd make an artillery round out of Saturnite? Is it for extreme armor penetration? Do you mean to tell me that I'm not going to have an opportunity to shoot an artillery out of left field? Because I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Oop. It is looking that way, though, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, then. Next stop. Way on the other side of the map. Oh, I got several. Big Mountain East Tunnel. And the meteorological station. This might actually not be ideal. Is that where I'm going? That is where I'm going. Okay, is that it? I think that might be it. So somebody just slammed a train into that tunnel and closed it right up. Alright. Meteorology. Every time I teleport someplace, I'm looking at his sign. What's up with that? And which way do I need to go? Directly behind me. There it is. Oh. Thanks. Wait a dang... Man, what was I doing just leaving all those goodies behind? Is it down low? Why would it be down low? I need access to up high if I want to do meteorology, right? Well, I discovered it, but I do think I need to be down low nonetheless. Hello. Where are we looking? This way. Sounds a little sparky in here. It looks very sparky in here.
I'm done. Fighting now.
You said those in the wrong order, Armor.
Was that all?
Iron Belly, huh?
Do you like me? Fighting now. Was that all?
That was all. Ooh. Second to last level. Oh wow, I'm gonna need to find some unarmed skill mags, huh? Alright. Well, what do we got? Why are these unavailable to me? For various reasons. Okay, so sneak attack criticals plus 50% damage when aiming through a scoped weapon. I like that. You know what? I'm taking certified tech. I don't think I need to be overly concerned about these things. Oh. It's Higgs Village. There's a snow globe in there. Man, how many snow globes have I missed out on? Probably a lot. Begin weather test. Am I weather testing? I don't know how I'm supposed to tell. So that's where I came in. Elevator. Now I'm on the roof.
Steady. Fighty.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it only takes... Whoa. It only takes one.
Was that all?
Attention Mid-Mountain. There's a 95% chance of clear skies interrupted with artillery fire.
Well, how can that be when I couldn't find any way to trigger the artillery? I'd say there's
Ready. Steady. Fighty.
with hooey.
Fighting over.
Yeah, okay. So I did the things, and that means that this is all that's left.
Ready.
Time for
Steady.
violence.
Fighting. Bad guys dealt with.
In we go.
Please put on your goggles and take your ride now. The X-42 giant robo scorpion is alive! Awaken, my pet! Initiate your search and destroy protocol in the name of all that is glorious!
Alright, well, with that, I think I'm all out of
Sneaking
time.
done. Fighting
Come back
now.
and see me again tomorrow, and I will shoot at this giant rad scorpion, which isn't the one I thought it was.
Fighting over.
I'm certain of it.
Talk to you soon.
Sneaking done. Fighting now. Bad guys dealt with.